You're listening to Love Advice with Leanne. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Leanne. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Why, in your professional opinion, do you never take my calls off the air?
Is this Carl?
Yep, it's Carl. I mean, we had a few dates. Everything was great. I thought,
Well, you know, when you switch to Geico, you could save a lot of money on car insurance.
Okay, awesome.
You should call them.
I will.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
You're tuning in to a Goldilocks Productions presentation of the InnerSpeak Soul Adventures radio show with Jean Adrienne. Jean is the creator of InnerSpeak, a method for clearing karmic and ancestral blocks. She's the author of 4 books and 2 decks of metaphysical clearing and activation cards. Jean offers private sessions via phone or Skype, as well as her office located in Blairsville, Georgia. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 657-383-1895. Enjoy this soul-healing show.
Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Happy new moon in Leo. And this is Jean Adrienne, and you are listening to InnerSpeak Soul Adventures. It is my pleasure to work with you today to help you clear away the blocks that are holding you back in any or all areas of your life. And I use my protocol that I channeled, which is called InnerSpeak. And the actual deck of cards that I'm using are called the InnerSpeak cards. If you go to my website, www.jeanadrienne.com, JeanAdrienne.com, and sign up for my newsletter, then I will send you as my very own free gift your subscription to the online version of these cards. And if you don't like my newsletter after listening to it or watching it a couple of times, you can opt out at any time. I never share my list. You can continue to use those cards forever, as long as the internet sticks around. So anyway, so we are really on a wild ride this month. It started yesterday morning when this new moon rolled in Leo. And before this moon cycle is over, we're going to have a powerhouse of an eclipse, which is going to take place. It's a full solar, or a big piece of the United States, and it's going to take place on the 21st. So just a lot of interesting energies running around, and that's what I'm here for, is to help you get through challenging times or precarious times or whatever you want to call them. I call them precious times. But we've got our first caller, so let's get right to the phones. Caller at area code 940. How may I help you?
Hi, I think that you just mentioned it. It's like, how can you help me get through these times, because it seems to be very intense.
It is very intense.
But also to
remove
the blockages out of the way of me receiving the money I need to do for my project. So I just feel like it's energetic. So.
Cool. So what is your name?
Tammy.
Oh, hi, Tammy. Okay. All right.
Hi.
So just take a moment, surrender to spirit, and ask for help in looking at what we need to look at so that we can clear away whatever it is that's blocking you from financial inflow and the supply that you desire, that is yours by divine right. All right. So the first card is the red card. Oh, this is funny because the first card I pulled says self-sabotage to avoid transforming. So you're blocking yourself. But let's dig a little bit deeper on this one. And the next card says psychic attack. You're really blocking yourself. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper. And this is actually mirroring something that happened to you when you were in your mother's womb. So you're embarking on a new project, it sounds like. So this project is in the gestational process. And this is a gestational blockage. Do you know anything at all about your mother's pregnancy with you?
Well, I do. I know it was unplanned and unwanted.
Ah, okay. So let's see what your higher self wants you to know about the setup around this that's causing you not to be able to receive the resources that you desire. So the orange cards are the setup cards. And so the first thing it says is an arranged or no love marriage. So here's that unplanned pregnancy. The second thing it says, oh God, and I got chills on this one, is child or loved one taken away. Okay, sweetie. Midway through your mother's pregnancy, she actually was carrying 2 embryos. You had a twin. Okay. And when this comes up and I get the chills like this, I know I'm right. And so midway through the pregnancy, her body wasn't able to support the 2 babies. And so you guys had to negotiate, and it's always conscious, and fetuses are absolutely conscious. And this other child, which was a boy, decided to be the one to let you come in. Oh, this is going to make me cry. Wow. So you were originally intended to be a twin and have a brother come in with you. All right. So let's see what this change of plans in gestation did to you at the soul level. I'm going to pull a yellow card, which says inflow has been shut down. Here's the block on your money. Okay. And there's a stuck belief. We're going to find that, then we're going to clear this. And this happens, Tammy, more often than we know. And even medical science backs me up on that one. The stuck belief is, I have to struggle to get what I want. So more often than not, the mother doesn't know she was pregnant with twins. The other embryo is absorbed back into the placenta. It's never known about, and life just goes on, except for the issue that the 2 souls deal with. Okay. You know, and so generally the one who is actually left and is born deals with guilt and, you know, things like that. And the one sometimes, you know, they know that it was part of the contract and it's okay. Sometimes they feel pushed out and they're angry about it. You know, so, you know, these are just the things that happen. All right, so let's pull clearing cards. I'm going to pull 3 of them, and let's clear this so that you can get the money you want to complete your project. There's one. This one here is one. And that one right there will be the 3rd one. Okay. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to look inside your body and out in your field. And I want you to find all of the areas of old stuck energy. These are the thought forms that you had when you were in your mother's womb, and you're still carrying them. And a lot of these are around the 2nd chakra area. In fact, I'm feeling a lot of them in the back of the 2nd chakra, lower back area inside your body. But they're also scattered out in your field. And these things act like magnets. And what they do is they attract to you people, places, and things that make you feel like you felt when this whole stuff was set up. So I just need you to locate these, and I want you to ask your angels to get rid of all of these thought forms, all of this old stuck energy, so we can open that 2nd chakra wide up so that you can manifest the inflow that is yours by divine right. And now what I want you to do is I want you to allow your brother to communicate with you. So what I want you to do is I want you to hold up a big piece of paper in your imagination, and I want you to allow the soul of this unborn twin to give you a message. And as soon as it's done writing, just turn the paper around and read what it is that he wants you to know.
I just sensed that he wrote love.
Yeah. And now what I want you to do is I want you to take him by the hand. He's right there with you. That's why this energy is just so poignant to me. I want you to take him by the hand, and I want you together walk with him into the beautiful violet flame, Saint Germain's violet flame bonfire. And I want you to allow anything that is holding you back in any area of your life to be burned away from you. And at the same time, I want you to allow anything and everything that's holding this other soul back to be burned away from it.
Okay.
Yeah. And just take a deep breath in for me and let it go. And you receive blessings for having the courage to call in today and to look at this and to clear it up. I'm going to pull 3 of the violet cards for you. And the first one is a blessing of union and the ability to accept love from others, from yourself, from your family, from Mother, Father, God. The second blessing is centeredness and calmness that enables you to see and accomplish your purpose. And the final blessing card says, opening to miracles. And it's gratitude that owns every blessing, owns every clearing. So just take a moment now and give thanks to all of your angels, teachers, and guides, to the soul that was going to be your brother in this lifetime, to your higher self, and to your body and her higher self. And take a deep breath in and exhale it out through your heart in gratitude. And I ask that all of your reference points are updated, all ways in which you perceive and you are perceived in the world. And I ask that you're wrapped up in sheets of rainbow light, gently sealing this work into whatever degree is appropriate for your spiritual evolutionary state. Thank you so much, Tammy, for allowing me to work with you today and for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, listeners, so there's a bunch of you out there that we can see on the switchboard, but you haven't pressed 1. If you want a reading with me, you need to press 1 so that the producer knows that you don't want to just listen. And it's okay to listen. Don't get me wrong. I love having you listen. But if you want to actually avail yourself of a reading, then you need to press 1. And it took me twice today. You haven't actually gotten the producer's attention until you hear back from Blog Talk Radio. You are now in the host queue. So just so you know, and somebody heard me because area code 614, you are on the air. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Kathy, and I just have so much going on in my life. I was just hoping that maybe you could help guide me some way in my life.
All
I'm
right.
Aries. My birthday is 3/22/51.
Okay. Well, Kathy, let's just take a moment, surrender to Spirit, and ask for help.
So that sounds good
All
to me.
right.
Really.
Okay. So let's see. We're looking for clarity and direction for Kathy. And so there's stuff going on in another dimension. So you're actually manifesting your path in another dimension. You know, you're a multidimensional being, right? So there's an aspect of you that is working to manifest your direction. And let's see what's going on with that other aspect of Kathy that is causing you to not be able to know what that is and not have the clarity that you want. So I'm going to pull 2 of the setup cards. Wow. Okay. So this other aspect of you in another dimension is dealing with an arranged or a no-love marriage. So she's not happy, and she feels that she was forced into or out of. And I'm not sure which it is. Can't feel that yet. So there's something going on relationship-wise with this aspect of you in another dimension that's causing you not to have the clarity to see where it is you need to go because she feels like she's being pushed one way or another. And let's see what this has done to her soul because this is where you connect with her. And what it says is lack of forgiveness is keeping this in place. And there is a stuck belief that is this other dimensional aspect. It's her belief, not yours, but you're carrying it, you're resonating with it. So we need to know what it is so you can let it go. And that belief is, I'm not lovable. All right, so let's clear. We're going to clear this other dimensional aspect of you, and then that should clear you to be able to make your choices and see clearly your path. So I'm going to pull 3 of the green cards, and we'll do this right now. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to call in an angel and ask for help. And the angel is Stamera. Stamera is the angel of forgiveness. And what I want you to do is I want you to send Stamera to this other dimensional aspect of you and allow Stamera to help her to forgive herself, her partner, and anyone else that she's holding any resentment. And then I want you to connect heart to heart with this woman, this being. And I want you to ask her, what can you do to help her? When you get a sense of what that is, Kathy, tell me.
Okay. You know, it's like I'm just so confused with everything going on right now.
So she's dealing with confusion and doesn't understand why things are working out the way that they are. So what I want you to do is I want you to help her by telling her that she needs to activate the vibration of clarity in her heart center. So and I want you to do that and show her how to do it. So just take a moment, take a deep breath in, pull all of your energy into your heart center. I want you to ask your higher self to activate the vibration of clarity in your heart center. And then I want you to model that energy to this other dimensional aspect of yourself to show her how to do it.
Okay.
See how cool that is? And now you're holding energetic debris that is hers. And this energetic debris looks like mirrors. And these mirrors are attracting to you people, places, and situations that make you feel like she feels, like you can't tell which way to go, that you're being forced in or out of things and you don't have any control. So what I want you to do is I want you to ask that angel Stamera to locate all these mirrors that are inside your body and out in your field and to take them away.
Okay.
Good job. All right, and you receive blessings from the angels for having the courage to call in today and to look at this and to work on this. The first blessing you receive is release from overwhelm.
Good.
The second blessing you receive is renewed faith in yourself. And the final blessing is centeredness and calmness that will enable you to see what you need to do and to accomplish it. So, Kathy, it's gratitude that owns every clearing. So just take a moment now and give thanks to your angels, your teachers, and your guides. And I ask that all your reference points are updated, all ways in which you perceive and you are perceived in the world. And I ask that you're wrapped up in sheets of rainbow light, gently sealing this work in to whatever degree is appropriate for your spiritual evolutionary state. And thank you for allowing me to work with you today. And thank you for calling in.
And thank you. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Have a blessed day. Thank
you
you very
too.
much. Bye, dear.
Bye-bye. All right, listeners, so I've got plenty of time, and I am ready to work with anybody else who would like to get a reading or a clearing with me. So y'all know the number, but in case you don't, I'm going to tell you again. It's area code 657-383-1895. So while we're waiting for the next caller to press 1, I want to do a little but a reading from the Being of Love cards. So this is about what are we working on for mastery right now? And this is really an appropriate thing to look at because we're in a time of great change where we have the possibility and the potential, especially with all the planets that are in fire signs right now, to be able to affect great change, not only in our lives, but in the lives of, in the energy of the world, in helping Earth to heal and grow. So the first card that I pulled says lifting the veil. So what we're working on mastery now is clearing away the veil, the thing that's keeping us from connecting into the Akash and knowing all that needs to be known and seeing all that needs to be seen. So that's really what we're all trying to do. And our biggest challenge right now is evaluation. Knowing what to do first, knowing what's the right step to take, and what might be a step that would lead us down a path that might not be for our highest good. But, every time we have a challenge, we're given tools to work with and to move through that challenge. And the tool that's going to help us to face this challenge of evaluation and use it, turn it into a blessing, veil, is our magic. And y'all know we are magical beings. And we have the ability to, at the drop of a hat, pull rabbits out of hats. And, how often have you done that when you weren't even thinking about it and just had something marvelous, manifest for you? So we all have magic. So this is a beautiful time to call on our magic. Some years ago, I read a delightful book. The author is Jean Slater, and the book is called Hiring the Heavens. And the premise of this book is that there are millions, if not billions, of unemployed angels out there that are ready to help us in all areas of our lives, but they won't interfere with our free will unless we invite them to. So you can hire angels to assist you in moving through the process of evaluation and lifting the veil. The second challenge that has shown up in these cards today is putting ourselves first. Now, if y'all were raised like I was, we were taught that, no, you got to put everybody else before yourself. Take care of everybody else first before you try to take care of you. And even the airlines know that that is not correct. They tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before you try to put the one on your child, because you're not going to be much good if you go into hypoxia. So putting ourselves first is a huge challenge. And just like the reading that I did for Kathy, our tool for that is our multidimensionality. So many times the things that are holding us back are happening to us in another dimension. We're constantly creating, but we're creating in more dimensions than we could even possibly imagine. Some of them are of lower vibration, and some of them are higher in vibration. So we want to lift that veil so that we can see clearly which dimension we're working in, and then do our work in the highest possible vibration. So not only can you hire the angels to help you, but you can also call on your other dimensional aspects in higher vibrations to assist you in doing whatever it is that you are wanting to accomplish. So like right now, I'm in the process of selling my house and getting ready to move to the city where my daughter lives so that I can be of service to my daughter who needs some assistance right now. She's going through some health stuff. So what I've done to pave the way for this is I have called on my higher self, my team, the higher self of my body, and all of the dimensional aspects of myself in higher dimensions to go out there and find the perfect buyers and bring them to me on the physical plane, to actually execute the contracts in the higher realms and then reflect that energy down to me here on the earth plane. And so I know that that's being done. In fact, right after the show today, a real estate agent is going to be here to show this house, and somebody just showed it before the show. So it won't be long until I'll be broadcasting from a new location, and I'm very excited about that. So you can do that as well. Or you can sit on your duff and pretend like everything is happening to you and not by you. So what is your choice? All right. So I don't have any callers out there on the switchboard, so rather than listening to me ramble, somebody needs to go on and call on in. The number is area code 657-383-1895, and don't forget to press 1 once the phone is answered so that you can be placed into the host queue so that I'll know that you're there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my deck of cards, Reconnecting Soul, 142 DNA activations, and let's see what is ready for us to activate right now. Interesting. So the card that I pulled is the DNA strand of purpose. And this is right in alignment with what I've been talking about. You know, we each play a specific part in the ascension process. You chose that role before you were born. And so this activation is going to open the way for you to see clearly what you came here to do, and it's going to stoke your enthusiasm. So I ask all of our higher selves to work with the energetic fields and the guides to activate the vibration of purpose inside each and every listener, whether you're listening now or whether you listen in the archives. And so be it. And then I ask that all of our reference points are updated, all ways in which we perceived and we are perceived in the world. Let's just seal that in so that we're looking at reality with our purpose, fully active in our lives. Okay, so I don't seem to have any other callers. I'm going to give it just another moment, and if we don't have another caller, then we're going to be ending the show early. So the number is 657-383-1895. So call on in, and I am sitting here waiting for you. Now, those DNA activation cards, the Reconnecting Soul cards, there's actually, you can buy those cards on my website or on Amazon.com. The InnerSpeak cards also have, there's a hard copy deck of those as well, and they're available on my website or Amazon.com. And on my website, I have a card bundle where you can receive them at a discounted price. You buy both decks and you get them at a discounted price. So that's an option for you. I also have an online webinar for activating all 142 strands of latent DNA. It's 9 hour-long movies, and you watch them one at a time, and I highly recommend that you wait a week in between so that you're able to integrate and process everything that you learn in each of these. But it goes into great detail about what each of these strands of DNA is all about, and then it activates them just like I did with the strand of purpose, but you get a lot more information on each of the strands. So that's available. It's $144, and it's available on my website. So that's about all I have for today. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And until we meet again, please remember that people who take responsibility for their lives create the reality they desire. Much love to you all. Have a great week. Ciao.
With free next-day delivery from Staples, you can run your business like a pro. You can guarantee the marketing department that they'll get their supplies tomorrow and guarantee the accounting department that they'll be delivered free. With free next-day delivery, you'll have the ability to move deadlines up and adjust budgets down. Go to Staples.com and get the office essentials you need delivered next day for free. Staples. It's pro time. Orders over $49.99 placed by 5 p.m. Excludes weekends and holidays. Eligible items only.